Oh, there's 3 people here now, finally. 6. Olson Farms. Noah Clark. I don't know what all there is to talk about. I just done a live stream for a while, so figured I'm sitting here watching Antoine while I warm up a bit, so we can watch him push a little bit of snow anyway with the old 5020. I was just helping the trucker load up the 1086 that came to pick it up, so Antoine was pushing snow. Now I'm warming up a little bit before we switch off, but Jacob Jockum says hello. Noah Clark, what's up? Clouds? Basically, that's about all that's up there. So I'm not sure how exciting this is going to be, but like I said, I haven't done one for quite a very long time, so figured while I've got nothing really else on the go, I'd do a quick one, see who all's not at work or not busy or whatever. Can I get your mail? Yeah, I guess I can do that for you, Mother. Yeah, they're calling for snow here again too, so we're trying to push back some spots where there's a lot and it always drifts up and plugs the streets off, so we've got room to put it that way when it does snow some more again. Comes an old guy walking his dog. He's probably going to come talk to us.
Hello
Hello.
again. How's it going today?
It's going. What was that? Oh, there's always something to do, yeah. He might. I'm not sure. He used to. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he... I think he still uses it when it's real cold out.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, you can tell him I got a whole problem saying.
No, I'll let him know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on right now anyways, so I haven't got very much to tell you. Always watching Antoine. Well, he refuses to make videos, so I mean, I could just not, and then I could not watch them all the time and do something else, but then there won't be any more videos, so. Don't they have a plow truck? No, they don't, because there's only, what, maybe 50, 60 people that live in town here, and the RM, or the county, whatever you might call it in your area, the people that look after the roads, used to do it, and then they decided it's too much of a hassle and hired it out, so now we do it, so. What town are you plowing out? It's a secret. How do you push snow in a cabless tractor? It's cold out. Well, it's only cold out if you're a wimp, so you just gotta be tougher. Yeah, wow, indeed. They, like 2 weeks before winter was really gonna, or, you know, really started, and all of a sudden they decided they didn't want to look after the town anymore, even though the town pays them taxes like all the residents here pay the RM the same as if you lived out in the country on a farm. But they decided it was too much of a hassle to take the graders in town here and clear the snow, so they hired it out. Now we do it for them, so worked out all right for us. But how's the 4640? Might be rivaling the 5020 for my new favorite tractor. Not, well, maybe not quite, but I really like it. The little bit that last night there when you saw me start it, I just took it for a little drive down the road and haven't really done anything with it yet. But we've got, I service it up, put winter oil in it, and I'm going to be using it on the grain vac. Change directions here so we can watch Antoine a little easier. Hello from the lower 48. Hello from the upper 13. I've seen some other comments there too. Put a cab on that tractor. No, it ruins it. Cabless tractors are my favorite. The only place a cab from those tractors belongs is in a slough, so. Bet the 5020 was real pissed starting today. Actually, it fired right up, but we've got a really big circulating heater on that tractor, so it starts no matter what. What do you consider real cold? Upper 13, explain all that. So how many? We're up here now, the provinces and territories. We're higher than America is, so we're upper, aren't we? What do you consider real cold? Well, yesterday was, I don't know what's going on with the live stream here. I had a phone call try to come through and everything got buggered up there, so. Because I'm using my telephone here to do this, so. Afternoon. Afternoon to you too. Well, gonna get to talk to Antoine here. Guess what? 69 people. Well, I wanted to push this over just to make a bit of room, so just like that's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a couple people try to phone. None of them are ones worth answering though, so I don't know what's so important, but anyway. Not a coverall building, but it's like a spray foam insulation on the outside. It's something new that they were trying here a while ago, but I don't know what the idea of that was, but that is what they were, what they tried doing anyway, so. Didn't get by. How's the weather out west? Cold. No wind though, so a lot better than it was the last few days, but it's still kind of cold. But Twan must be cold. No, he's warm. He's got his coveralls and snowsuit on for when he goes skidooing, so. What's the temp there now? 17 below. It is minus 23. But with the little bit of breeze, I bet you it's 30 below right now. Ish. So it's not too bad compared to what it's been the last few days. Are you the mobile warming shack? Yeah, I am, and like I said, I just put video up here 10-15 minutes ago of the 1086 leaving the yard. I was helping the trucker load the tractor on, so I froze my toes and my fingers pretty bad when we were dicking around tying it down, and the bungee cords and shit to hold the doors shut. So don't sell the 1086. Yeah, it's gone though. So I built one 10 years ago and the company's bankrupt. Oh yeah, don't sell. I sold my tractor. Well, hey, if anyone's depressed that it's gone, I mean, it's been for sale for a few years, so you could have bought it. There's another one just sitting there if anyone wants an old Anteater, 3588. I don't know what the story is behind it, but just sitting there looking ugly, I guess. Where's the chrome pipe for the 4640? I don't know if I'm gonna get one for it or not, but what kind of car do you have at the shop? A 1968 Dodge Charger 440 RT Magnum 737 3-speed automatic, and it was a console shift, and I plan to restore it, and I'm going to make a General Lee out of it because I've wanted one since I was 6 years old and started watching the Dukes of Hazzard. So would have bought it but don't have the cash. See, well, that's how it works. So you could have been like all the tire kickers that came through and offered me half of what the fucking tractor's worth. So would have bought if it was on the other side of the world. You know, they ship them over there, eh? I'd go with it. I want to go back to Europe again. I was over there quite a few years ago for a holiday. I'd love to go back. I was in Italy. Well, I don't know where he disappeared to, but unless that's all there is to push for snow around town, I'm not sure. Maybe that's it. Might be a short live stream. Didn't really have anything to stream about anyways, but like I said, I just wanted to see who all was out and about, and I don't know, maybe he's coming back again. I don't know where he went, so never been sometimes. Nice and flat, and you know, that's about all there really is to see out west here. Come to Italy. But we make it. You got Ferrari, so I'll take that instead, I think. Bus 3 in Alberta is supposed to be 23 on the weekend. That sounds about right. Super Bowl, who you betting on? Who's even playing in the Super Bowl? I don't watch much for sports. Plus 3 in Alberta, went for a quick snack. Are you going to use the bulldozer on your next snowfall in town? Nope. We didn't build the snow or the bulldozer for snow like that. It's for black dirt when we were filling in low spots in the field there. I've got a couple videos if you go back. We were doing some drainage in the fall. It's on its own playlist there if you want to go see. We've got the 895 and the 835 with the scraper and the cultivator, and then the 5020 and the blade pushing the dirt off. And what the 5020 was doing, pushing the dirt, is what we want to use the is what Dad built the bulldozer for. So does the 5010 bolt right together with the 5020 motor? Yes, it does. They're exactly the same motor, except the except for the fact that they updated the injectors. Holy Antoine, drifting on the ice. They updated the injectors on it, and a little more horsepower out of the 5020 motor, and they changed. I'm not really sure how they did it, if they put more webbing in the block or not, but they don't crack between the sleeves like the 5010 motors did. So the 5020 motors are just all around better. But yeah, they bolt right together. Can't wait to see the Charger. The Dukes of Hazzard was awesome. Yeah, well, I want to make a video on that car, but I'm waiting till I'm working on it again, doing some stuff to it, because right now it's just kind of sitting in the corner. So close I've been to Saskatchewan's watching Corner Gas. I miss that show. Will you be Bo Duke and Antoine can be Flash? Yeah, Bo is always my favorite, but well, you know, I'm Cooter or Roscoe Beagle Drake Good Newton. Ah, fuck. Anyway, chasing Antoine around. I'm not really sure where he's pushing now. I think he's just touching up a few spots in town now, and then Probably be on our way back to the yard. Can't believe you're such a young buck. Yeah, well, I started farming one of my grandpa's stuff first, a half section from him. In grade, or how old would I have been? 14, I guess, when I started farming, actually farming while I was still in school. And then I had 4 quarters when I was in grade 12, and then after that is when I took everything back on, so. Elusive Antoine in his natural habitat. Why did you buy your first tractor when you were 15? Well, I worked for both grandparents on their farms since I could drive. And I used to do, well, lawn mow and clean up around the yards at the weed whacker, and I'd get $5 an hour. And I did that for both of them forever. And then using grandparents' machinery, I started cutting and selling hay and raising chickens. Like I would help and do whatnot, and you know, I'd get a share of the hay for the money, and that's how I got a fair bit of my money. And then when I was 13, 14, I went and worked on another guy's farm running combine for him for 15 bucks an hour. And yeah, that's kind of, I always saved every penny. I was saving up to buy my Charger, but then I thought, well, if I start farming, I'll make a little more money faster. And I guess Dad figured, oh, tractor's a better investment than the car was. So when I said I wanted to buy a tractor, they didn't stop me. So I bought, first tractor was a 77 970 case I bought from an auction sale for $2,000, and then we fixed it up a little bit. I put a few $1,000s of work into it and traded it off within a month on the 1086. So are you related to Antoine? Nope, we're not related at all. Flying someone on the way to his girlfriend's house. He was just there, so it's time he gets some work done again. He was there for a week, so. First truck is an 806. Grandpa used to have a 706. Wasn't a bad tractor, but it sure as hell wasn't no 50-10, 20-40-20, so. Any plans, human as a monster with a cab? No, it had a cab when we got it, and it's in the bush behind the shop where it belongs, so it ain't gonna be getting a cab anytime soon again. There he goes again. I keep driving back and forth because I want you guys to be able to see him doing something, not just looking out the window at the snow, so. The relation that me and Antoine are just best friends since preschool, so. And when we were little, we always used to play farm together, and now we're big and we real farm together, so. 2 + 2 looks nice. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Just been sitting there for quite a while, so. Good place for it, too. There. I think that's all. Unless he's got something to touch up over here, I'm not sure. He might be cold, but he's too shy to be on the live stream, so he's probably just gonna sit on the tractor so he doesn't have to talk to anybody. Pushed all this back and cleaned it all up, and this side of the road there's a huge snow drift, so everything's pushed back. now everybody should be happy for a few minutes anyway, hopefully. Yeah, don't really have anything to talk about, so like I said, haven't done a live stream for quite a while, so figured I would just do a quick one. But that's awesome. You've been buddies forever and now farming together. Yeah, well, I couldn't farm as much as I wanted to by myself and couldn't afford to hire someone, and he couldn't afford machinery and wanted to start farming, so now we just have a deal that he works for me for free and then he gets to use my machinery to farm his stuff. So how many miles do you plow? It's kind of hard to say miles. It's just all this little town here, so probably a few miles anyways, I guess. But we charge by the hour anyways, so not really by the mile or anything. Where you guys farm in Saskatchewan? I farm near Saskatoon. We're down by the Carnduff area. North of Carnduff, 45 minutes, so. Now he's over there again. Juan really didn't have to be shy. Probably never these people anyway. By the hour, go slower. The weather's warmer. No, you don't want to charge or take too long, charge too much, because the council for the RM, they're kind of tight sometimes. So we charge too much, and they probably get their panties all up in a bunch and not want us to do it for them anymore, and they'll figure they're going to do some other fucking thing. So we'll just do what we're doing, and it's been good for them for last year, and they haven't said anything yet this year about it, so we'll just leave it at that for now anyway. Yeah, the more snow, the more money, yeah, so every time it snows, kind of makes me happy anyway. Or when the wind blows, every time the wind blows and it makes drifts all over the street, so we got to clean them out because everyone in their little car like that can't get through it, so. Cut off water. We don't look after the water, so. Yeah, they wanted tenders put in, like anyone who wanted to push the snow would put in there, like, oh, I'll charge you $1,000 every time I come, or I'll charge $300 an hour. Well, we were the cheapest or the best deal in their opinion for what we told them we wanted per hour, and where I'm right here, like we're only I'm not sure why the live stream keeps cutting out like that, but they didn't want anyone who was really far away, because it would be too much of a hassle to call and get them to come in when it's just a quick job now and again. And I didn't want anyone who was looking after oil field stuff, because the oil field stuff needs to be cleaned before the town, so they might not get in town cleaned out for 3 days after a snowstorm. So we were the perfect ones in their opinion, because we only look after town and then our own stuff, so. The Energizer Bunny. Our township does our roads. Yeah, well, see, the township here, they've got graders with V-plows and everything that clean off the rural roads, but they don't want to do in town here anymore. Freezing up in the airways. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. It's so fucking cold out there. Live stream can't work either. Anyway, I think that's all for town, so I'll keep this going until we get back to the yard, and that'll probably be it, because I'm gonna go in the shop, and I know it doesn't work in the shop, unfortunately, because I would live stream a lot more if it would work from inside the shop when we're working on engines and painting and whatnot. I'd love to do a live stream while we paint a tractor, but it refuses to work in there, so I guess you'll just have to deal with what there is, but I'm going to do a lot more of this spring when I'm seeding. I'll put one on for a few hours or something while I'm seeding one afternoon. Everyone can come for a ride that way, but for now, it'll just be once in a blue moon like this when I've got a few minutes to myself to be able to do one. So anyway, I guess, I don't know, if anyone's got anything else they want to ask or know about, they've got about 3 minutes before we get back to the yard, so we'll use truckless plows. They might have out the grader a week ago when they get all the snow, but otherwise they keep up with just use trucks. Yeah, well, see, they have graders here for grading the road in the summertime, the gravel and everything. So then they just use the graders in the wintertime and wing it off the road. And then the province that looks after the highways, they use trucks that have blades on them. But other than that, it's just the graders look after the roads. So how far away are we from town? We're well, like I said, about 3/4, well, yeah, about a little more than that, I guess, maybe a mile. It's half a mile straight south of town, and then 1/4 of a mile east and 1/4 of a mile north back into the yard again. 'Cause that's the yard right there where that giant pile of gravel is. So the Assiniboia area is +2 right now. Send it this way, would you? But yeah, I don't know. Anybody else want to know anything? I don't know if anyone remembers the live stream this fall when I was disking with the 5020, but that was in this field right here, right by the road. Do you do any plowing in the spring? Plowing like what? Like plowing in the field with a moldboard plow, or like, what do you mean? What's the meaning of life? Well, that's a good question. More or less, every day you don't go to jail, you're winning, I guess. So there's life to just keep going. Plowing in the field? No, we do not, because we've only got like 3 or 4 inches of topsoil in this part of the country. So if you went out and plowed, you'd have all the clay on top of the dirt. So that's why we don't do any crazy tillage. Like this fall, I just go out and harrow and harrow up the top of the stubble and whatnot. I don't go out there with a big V-ripper mulch and fucking corn burying device like they have in the States. So, like that thing that the millennial farmer has. We don't do anything like that around here. Gravel pile and lots of videos. What's it from? We're on a big gravel seam here, and the RM, you can see on the roads here, like it's graveled. Well, they crush it, and then in the summer they gravel the roads with it. So Dad sold some of it to them out of the pasture, because where the gravel is, there's no black dirt, so you can't farm it. It's only good for pasture. Since we don't have cows, it's really only good for one thing, and that's selling a little bit as gravel. So we're just making a ridge here in the field. There's a snow catch by my house, because it always blows in real bad, because there's wide open and flat as far as you can see. So if you plant any corn, no, there's a few crazy people that do, but you'll never see me growing it. This growing season's way too short here for it. You always end up combining it in the snow. So Burr looks cold out. It is. What'd I say? Right there. -23. With the wind is more like probably -30, but how far are you from Saskatoon? 5.5 hours. Because it's 2.5 hours to Regina, and then another whatever it is, 2 hours, 2.5 hours to Saskatoon, I guess. So get warmer for you or colder. It's supposed to get real nice at the end of the week here, and then as soon as next week starts, it gets cold again. So yeah, too cold for a Kentucky boy. I can what's the coldest it gets down there? Probably a few days the water freezes, I'd imagine, eh, or what? Where's the town? Right there. There's where we just were. You can see how close we are. Whoa, phone, zoom out. -7. That's in Fahrenheit, right? Not Celsius. So I'll have to do a quick Google on that to know what that actually is. Yeah, ridges like that, and it catches some of the blowing snow at least. Helps a little bit. Can't beat the 40/20. Well, I don't know. This isn't the 40/20 right now, so. Leave corn standing. Oh yeah, I suppose corn would work pretty good too. It'd be nice and tall. It's kind of like, well, I've got trees planted all the way around the yard. All the way down to the end and back again, but they're not really big enough yet to stop too much, so. You can see there's not too much snow in the fields actually. I mean, he's rolling some there, but just because there's a drift, but there really isn't very much snow. It snows a little bit and then the wind blows and then all of it piles up everywhere. It looks like there's quite a bit, but in all reality there isn't. But anyway, like I said, I got a video posted here 10 minutes ago, or well, I guess now almost 40 minutes ago, of the 1086 leaving the yard. So if anyone's gonna miss it, I figured I'd put that, you can watch it leave that way. But there are videos of it on the channel if you want to go back and look at it running the disc or running the auger, the grain vac. It's in a lot of videos. So. And there's still another 1086. There's that 1979 model at Grandpa's yet with the loaders, so I'm not totally rid of them yet. Rather see the new deer. You 46. Speed limit on the ground roads, yeah, 80 kilometers an hour or whatever that is, 70, no, what's that, 80 kilometers an hour, so 50 mile an hour, I guess. Son lives in Saskatoon, he's Irish. I don't know too many Irish people, there's not too many around here, it's all French and Danish and a few Ukrainians, but well, I guess there's quite a few South Africans up by, from around Moosomin area. There's some pretty nice people. They work at the few of the dealerships up there, so I know them. There. Home sweet home again. Your wife is shyer than Antoine, yeah. She's only in, one of the videos when we first started combining peas. She's walking on the ground while I was standing on top of the combine, so. I don't know why it keeps cutting out. I got a video of her scraping head gasket off the head of the new engine for the 5010, so you'll see her in one of them. But anyway, we're back at the yard. We're gonna probably sweep some of the snow off the tractor, and that's gonna be it. So I'll just swing up here by the 46 and you can see it that way. But other than that, that'll probably be it. So there's the big old 46 sitting with the 4020. No fan shroud on it because the one that was in it was broke to pieces. So I've got one ordered. I'm just waiting for it to show up. So anyway, I guess you guys hit that like button, subscribe for more, and keep your eyes open for video coming in the next couple days on the 5010, and we'll talk to you guys later.